Good.
Pero más cerca venir caminando.
Good morning, well, yeah, it's still morning. Good morning, everybody. I know some of the graduates are used to getting up around 1 p.m., so they're a little tired right now, but we can have a little bit better a good morning than that. So, good morning, everybody. Good morning. All right. Good morning, class of 2020 and assembled parents. This is truly a great ceremony that we have planned for you today, and I hope you enjoy it. We are so proud of the class of 2020, and we are so proud of those graduates. The graduates, I'd like you to give a big round of applause to your first teachers, your parents who you're sitting with out there today. Give them a big round of applause to all the parents that are with us. We thank you so much for your support over the years, and this has now come to fruition. I'm sure you're all very proud. So, with that, we're going to begin our ceremony this morning. This is still morning, and we'll start with our ROTC here at Brentwood High School and the presentation of the colors. And Christy Jean will be singing the national anthem. Please stand.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
In memory of those who are physically not with us today, but remain with us in spirit, we ask you to continue to stand. In remembrance of our own Maria Cabrera and our friends, family, and loved ones who succumbed to the COVID-19 virus, we ask that you honor them by spreading kindness, compassion, and understanding as often as you can. One Brentwood, today and forever. Thank you.
En memoria de aquellos que no están físicamente con nosotros hoy, pero permanecen con nosotros en espíritu. Les pedimos que continúan de pie. En recuerdo de nuestra propia María Rivera y nuestros amigos familiares y seres queridos que sucumbieron al virus COVID-19, le pedimos que, que los honore con amabilidad, compasión, comprensión, tan a menudo como sea posible. Brentwood, hoy y para siempre.
You may be seated. So once again, good morning, class of 2020, and welcome back to the campus here. We're so happy to see you, and I know that you're happy to be back, happy to be here with your parents on your graduation day. I'm the proud principal of Brentwood High School and the wonderful students that are assembled here today. Now, this graduation is a milestone achievement, is one which you should find great satisfaction, especially this year, as the journey to this ceremony today has not been easy or in any way normal. Despite the national COVID-19 pandemic, which has been filled with many unforeseen challenges to you, your family, our families, and our nation, this accomplishment should still fill you and your families with pride because you fulfilled one of your goals. I hope your experience here at Brentwood High School has included many great moments that despite the loss of such milestone events as the prom, the spring athletic season, award ceremonies, and that non-existent event that I often hear about every year called Senior Cutout Day. Still don't know what that is. Despite these challenges and sacrifice your class faced, you made it here today. I hope you have had many great moments that will provide you with the fond memories in the years to come, as I know the faculty and administration will have some very special memories surrounding this great class of 2020. Now, I know you face in many ways an unforeseen, uncertain future, whether that be in your pursuit of higher education, service in the military, or the workforce. Know that whatever happens, that you are prepared with the skills and character that will make all of you a success in whatever path you choose. Each of you sitting here today with your parents and special family members, each of you is blessed with great potential. So despite everything, I want you to remain upbeat and focused, for this will ensure your positive contributions to society. Students, build upon the strong foundations that you have received here at Brentwood High School, ones of hard work, volunteering, sportsmanship, and especially in this year of the pandemic, sacrifice. Always be proud of your roots here in the truly unique and special community that is Brentwood. Now, we as a school community cannot, nor should we forget, what a great school year we were having before the close. Let's not forget that once again, our fine arts program put on another great school musical. Our Green Machine Marching Band had a spectacular fall, once again where they garnered recognition locally and throughout New York State. Students, let's not forget in athletics, once again, our sports teams and athletes exceeded expectations, with athletes who were recognized statewide and nationally for their excellence. Our boys basketball team won another Suffolk County championship and were co-Long Island champions once again before COVID cut short what I and many others were convinced was a state championship in the making. Our boys wrestling team won their league once again and placed wrestlers in the state tournament. And finally, a culminating event was our great boys soccer team, who won their fourth state championship in truly thrilling fashion, where in every playoff game, they came from behind in dramatic fashion, finishing the season undefeated, 22-0, and ranked the #1 public high school soccer team in the nation. I think that deserves a big round of applause. In academics, we once again excelled in research, math competitions, continued designation as an AP honor school, showing the greatness of the community and how well-rounded the students here at Brentwood High School truly are. In this class, we have students attending the greatest institutions of higher learning, not only in this country, but in the world. Students, despite all these facts, You are in no ordinary time. And we still have many members of the student body here, which is our proud tradition, who are the first generation Americans. First, first in their family to graduate from an American high school, first to go on to college, and first to attain, in many instances, an advanced degree, all in pursuit of that great American dream. This year, the class of 2020 are the true embodiment of strength, courage, and resilience. So be proud, hold your heads up high, and remember, you're not in this situation we face as a community, as a country. You're going through it, and this too shall pass. And please remember this quote by the great writer James Baldwin. Hope is an invested, oh, sorry. Hope is invented every day. I'll say that again. Hope is invented every day. And never forget that you're all Brentwood strong. Thank you. It's my honor to invite up here a proud parent of a 2020 graduate who is also a trustee on the Board of Education, Ms. Eileen Felix.
Good morning, class of 2020. It's such an honor to be here today celebrating this milestone with you all. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. When we think about the class of 2020, the following words come to mind: resilient, brave, steadfast, and perseverance. These are all words that are used to describe a great leader, and each and every one of you embody these qualities. The last few months of your senior year has proven it. No one could have predicted that our lives would be turned upside down in an instant, but it happened. And you all remained resilient, brave, steadfast, and you persevered. As you go out into the world, always remember that life is filled with challenges, but it is how we meet those challenges that define us. Do as you have done. Remain resilient, brave, steadfast, and persevere. As future leaders, you all are destined to be. I have no doubt that you each will. In closing, I ask that you all go be great. Be great at whatever it is you choose to do. College, the military, or trade school. Be proud of who you are always and where you come from. And when you are being great, let them know you're from Brentwood.
Thank you, Ms. Felix. At this time, I want to introduce the members of the Central Administrative Team and our Board of Education that are here on the stage with us. We have our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Richard Lojner. I also want to introduce Ms. Mary Ellen Gantz, who is our Department Chair of Bilingual E&L Education here at the high school. We have our trustee, Cindy Sapiri. First Vice President of the Board of Education, Ms. Julia Burgos. Of course, trustee and proud mom, Eileen Felix. And Second Vice President of the Board of Education, Ms. Gonzalez Prescott. Now I want to introduce two of your classmates. And if they could start heading up here. Mamouna Maula. She is the valedictorian of the Sonlin Center. And she is going to be, when you come up to the stage to deliver your valedictorian speech, she's going to be attending St. John's University College of Pharmacy in the fall, so, which is a very fine institution. And she will give her valedictorian speech. Over there as well is our Sonneling salutatorian, Darian Bermudez.
Hello, class of 2020. This is it. You made it. This day is not to mark the end of school, but rather the beginning of a new era in our lives. It is the day where we can finally, officially, stand on our own 2 feet and make our own individual mark in this world. We all got to this point one way or another. Guidance and support from our family, our teachers, our friends, whomever it may be, we should all take the time to give an enormous amount of thanks to them. We wouldn't be the people we are today without them. For me, personally, I would like to thank my parents. You are the only reason I am standing here right now. Your happiness is my happiness, and I wish for nothing else in this world. Thank you for every single thing you have done for me, because that list is endless. I also want to give a huge thanks to all my teachers who have helped me along the way. Whenever I was in a tight spot and needed last minute help, and to those that were passionate about spreading their knowledge to others. Thank you so much for all of your efforts in helping me, helping all of us get to this point. 2020 always sounded like a cool, special number. I always felt that it was so unique to be graduating in such a year. Well, that thought has been taken to a whole other level with our current circumstances. I know it seems strange to graduate like this. The world's circumstances are almost like out of a movie. This pandemic may have the world in its clutches, but here we are. We're still here. We're still dealing with the chaos. This time in our lives will be written in the textbooks for the future generation of students to read about. We are making history, but we didn't suddenly become the resilient class that we are now. It isn't just because of the pandemic. Our performance in our 12th year of school blossomed as a result of everything we have been through in the past. Academically, the early years of our school life have all been relatively the same, a linear, straight path, the same classes, the same people, the same stakes. As we got older, you may have noticed many of your friends slowly drifting away, while gaining new ones as well. Entering high school allowed us to break away from that linear path and branch off into our own, crafting our own individual experience and picking up new comrades along the way. Of course, this doesn't mean the past meant nothing. Everything and everyone in our lives has had an effect on us. Each moment, emotion, each person, each decision, joyful or dark, every single thing has had an impact on who we are now. We are like clay. All of these people and moments have molded us little by little, whether it was a sharp pinch on one side or a smooth pat on another. Now it is up to us to use our tuned minds and abilities and take responsibility for this work, all in our own unique way. If we acknowledge the past, we can appreciate our present and build a meaningful future. Some of you have plans set up for the rest of your life, and some of you don't even know what you'll do tomorrow. Maybe you discovered your passion when you were young, or as recently as this year. Maybe you still have no idea what you're into. There is nothing wrong with any of them. This is merely a stepping stone. You will always have magic and tragic moments in your life. It is up to you to shape your life and let it shape you. Class of 2020, you are amazing. We are amazing. Thank you so much for giving me and each other all of these wonderful moments that we will cherish for the rest of our lives. This may not be a normal setting, but it is undeniably unique. Let's continue to grow and enjoy the big and little moments in our lives, together or apart. Congratulations, everyone. I wish infinite luck to you all. Thank you.
Let's give a big round of applause to our silently valedictorian and salutatorian. That was a great speech. Next, I'm going to call Ms. Mary Alice Gans to introduce the seal by literacy.
Today is an important and emotional day for all of you and those who love you. I extend my felicitaciones and wish you all success and happiness. Now I would like to recognize the 162 seniors who have been awarded the New York State Seal of Biliteracy. This recognition is a prestigious award to recognize those students who have mastered listening, speaking, reading, and writing in 2 or more languages. Many of them began to learn English as a second language just as they entered high school. while others at an earlier age, only now to have mastered it. Not only that, they've also maintained their first language. And then we have others who learn Spanish, Italian, and French as a second language. Students, more than any other graduating class, you have already discovered that learning a second language is more than words. You have a set of skills to relate and connect to people and understand where they are coming from. What an honor and a gift to you, your parents, and those who you'll be helping along the way. Our advice to you is as follows. Continue to learn new languages and be proud of your first one. Having an accent in any language defines who you are, and it's a sign of bravery. Remember that bilingualism is synonymous with diversity, and our strength as multilingual learners comes from it. You are unique today, and we celebrate you. Keep in mind that there are hundreds of languages in the world, but a smile speaks them all. Do not forget to smile. At this point, I would like the students who have received the Seal of Biliteracy and medal to stand up. Parents and friends, please applaud these students. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mary Alice. And this never gets old. I've said it, and I'm going to continue to say it. This year's class of 2020, there's a 40% increase in the students who are recognized with this distinguished honor, the Seal by Literacy. So that's a great honor, and thank you to those students. At this time, I want to acknowledge any of our graduates that might be here that are planning to go into the service, into any branch of the military. Do we have any graduates here that are planning to do that? Any parents or family members that are veterans here, could you please stand as well? Nobody? Okay. All right, well, we do acknowledge, we do have some graduates in this class, and we want to acknowledge their service. It's my pleasure now to introduce the Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Richard Lozier.
Thank you very much, Mr. Cowling. If I can, again, just commend Maimuna. That was an absolutely beautiful speech, Maimuna. And really, that was quite uplifting. And Darren this morning is equally as great. So thank you. Can we give them another round of applause? And what a great opportunity to have a board of trustee and a parent address us. And that was quite beautiful and quite emotional. Thank you, Ms. Felix, for that speech as well. So, congratulations, class of 2020. Oh, I don't know. Come on, folks. We've been waiting a long time to gather here today. We can do a lot better than that. All right. That sounds great. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't tell you how uplifting it is to be here this afternoon to address the class of 2020. I have to apologize. I'm the one who made that phone call on March 13th. I had no idea that we would not be back in school. To be quite honest with you, we hoped on March 13th, we hoped we'd be back maybe within a few days, and then obviously the end of March came along and we were looking at April, and we said, all right, well, hopefully by the end of April we'll be back, and then May kind of came upon us, and at that point we kind of knew that we wouldn't be back here together. And for that, we are eternally sad. We really are, because what gets us excited as educators, teachers, administrators, the Board of Education, everyone associated with the school district, is seeing kids in the hallways, in classrooms, learning and smiling and interacting. That's how we get our energy. So we missed you terribly. But we are so, so glad that we have had this opportunity. We are having this opportunity to see you today and be a part of your graduation. So one more time, that was such a great round of applause. Let's give it again. Congratulations to the class of 2020. Truly, no class in our school's history has faced a challenge like the one you have just overcome. What was to be the last few months of your senior years a wonderful time marked by memories and celebration was unfortunately taken from you. The school where you learned, you grew, and made connections that will still last a lifetime. Unfortunately, that was not to be. However, rather than retreating into isolation, and this is what makes this such an outstanding class, rather than retreating into isolation, you embraced education. You forged connections through digital spaces and made something truly special out of the end of your high school career. What you have accomplished in the face of adversity is nothing short of remarkable. And the class of 2020 will be synonymous with perseverance and toughness for generations of students to come. It is not just the last few months. Every day for the last 12 years, each and every one of you have made us all proud with your passion to learn, reflect, improve, and explore. Given all that you have accomplished, it shouldn't have come to us as a surprise that even a global pandemic could not stop you and your friends from learning, connecting, and achieving. I stand here today forever impressed with the class of 2020, and I, along with everyone else in the Brentwood family, will wait with bated breath to see what you will accomplish in the future. In closing, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to wish each and every graduate peace, happiness, and many successes. And please know that we will always be united through our Brentwood experiences. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations. We are actually at my favorite part, but before I do, I just want to also, I don't know if I had an opportunity to thank the outstanding teachers that are here and administrators. Could we please give them a round of applause? I want to just take a moment to thank the people that I work with, because you guys, like us, we were quite shocked on March 13th. And we were thrust into a world that none of us were prepared for. And I have to say, as superintendent of the Brentwood School District, I have never been more proud to work with a community as resilient and as resourceful as the Brentwood community. And the same goes for the teachers and administrators. I think together this school community adapted rather well. Do you agree, folks? I also want to thank Mr. Callan, Mr. Gessig, and Ms. Crawford, because it has really been an outstanding graduation, and I want to thank them for putting together just really wonderful, wonderful ceremony. So thank you very much. And finally, you know what? I'm thanking everybody today, but what the heck? I also need to thank the parents. I don't know if I've had that opportunity also. You know, we have all traveled kind of different paths to get here, and that's what always fascinates me about just the human experience, that each one of us travel uniquely different roads, but we travel those roads with one thing in mind, and that's to make sure that your kids, your sons and your daughters, reach a successful end. And we are so grateful that we are partners with fabulous parents and guardians and aunts and uncles and brothers and sisters. So please, let's give them another round of applause. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is my favorite part as superintendent. At this point, I get to confer the diplomas on the graduates. Could I please ask every graduate to please stand right in front of your chairs? Thank you. So now I'm just going to read a few words, and at the conclusion, that actually makes it official. Well, actually, no, it will be official when Mr. Callen at the end moves the tassels. But this is certainly the start of it. With the necessary certification put forth by Mr. John Callen, Brentwood High School principal, that all graduating students have satisfied Part 100.5 and 100.6 of the regulations established by the Commissioner of Education. These regulations list all requirements needed to qualify for a high school diploma. I, as superintendent of schools, and by the authority vested in my office by the laws of the state of New York and by the rules and regulations of the Commissioner of Education and the Brentwood Union Free School District Board of Education, do here and now proudly present for graduation to our Board of Education and to the entire Brentwood community the Brentwood High School class of 2020. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may be seated.
Thank you, Mr. Lozier, for those words. So this is what all parents have been waiting for. This is the time where you will come up here, you will walk across the stage, you will take a picture, and then you'll go get your diploma. So parents, I would just ask that at your seats, you take your photographs. Unfortunately, we can't, with social distancing, have you come any closer to the stage. So at your seats, you're going to have to take that photograph. The first row will line up. They'll line up over here on there's a marking there, socially distant from the next graduate. They'll come up to the stage. There's a blue X mark right in front of the casements. That you will pick up. You will then come over here to the X marked over here where you will take your photograph, go down the ramp, and then you'll pick up your diploma. So with that, you can start.
Rachel Yvette Kowalski Rigel. Brianna Dominique Davis. Rafael De Jesus. Isabel Denise De Sosa.
Yeah!
Adriana Dezudi. Wedgie Davison Delva. Ashley Davis. Sorry, I'm going to repeat that. Ashley Diaz. Janley Edith Diaz. Johanna Patricia Diaz. Johanna Lisette Diaz. Joseph Anthony Diaz. Cedric Demanche. Eric Wilbur Denarte. Renee Omar Dolores Dupree. Eric David Enman. Idalia Lisette Escobar Maya. Kaylin Lisette Escobar Flores. Aaliyah Lynn Esmoria. Natalia Sari Espinoza. Domindo Rafael Esquivel. Amy N. Estrada. Cindy Estrada. Jennifer Falcone. Giovanni Perez. Skyla Lee Fay. Dolly Michelle Fayez Alobi. Joseph Michael Felix. Angie Yamalet Fernandez. Destiny Jacqueline Fernandez. Aristides Fernandez Rivera. Brian Ferreira. Alex Jose Flores. Anderson Flores. Anthony John Flores. Brian Flores. Marbelli Flores. Nerali Flores. Stephanie Flores. Felix Fernando Flores Ruiz. Destiny Forte. Eliu Fuentes. Jennifer Fuentes. Jennifer Gabriela Fuentes Caballo. Kevin Funes. Erica Galdamez. Natalie Susanna Santa Maria Galliano. Sean Patrick Gallagher. Galia Victoria Gallegos. Diana Gallegos. Sorry, I apologize. Diana Gallo. Erica Galvez. Joshua Gomez. Brian Gayona Guevara. Katie Garay. George Garber. Alessandro Garcia. Alexandria Garcia. Amantha Garcia. Diana Alexandria Garcia. Heidi Crystal Garcia. Catherine Garcia. Edwin Steven Garcia. Marielle Garcia. Melanie Garcia. Tiara Garcia. Kenya Garcia Ramos. Catherine Garcia Romero. John Goings. Emily Gomez. Genesis Marie Gomez. Jonathan Gomez Cruz. Wendy Yamaleth Gamora. Yesenia Gonzalez. Jocelyn Stephanie Gonzalez. Naya Gordon. Brian Gosine. Moses Granados. Renee Giovanni Granados. Kathleen Guandique. Clarissa Guerrero. Danny Oscar Guerrero. Wendy Mercedes Guerrero. Darlie Guerrero. Xiomara Guerrero. Steven Rivera.
Okay, that concludes our diploma. That concludes handing out our diplomas. This is toward the end of graduation. I think the class of 2020 deserves a big round of applause. I would ask that all the graduates please stand. Please stand. You're going to slide your tassel from right to left, and that officially recognizes you as now Brentwood alumni. Congratulations, class. I hope you had a wonderful day. I hope your parents are proud, because we definitely are. And we want you to make sure that you come back and see us. We love seeing alumni. And be safe and be well. Thank you for attending today. Congratulations and good luck. You're going to exit by row, this first row here and the row in the back. Rest, please don't congregate. Any picture taking is going to have to go on off campus. Sorry. So you can